Play clock at 3. We'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. It's Mark Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 72 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
6-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Carson.
36-yard line.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. They're able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Less than a yard.
From the gun, Wilson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Wilson will throw again. They'll run the screen with Carson. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Ravens 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
first and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
On second down, Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 14.
Here's Jackson on third and long. It is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Now it's Lockett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he's going to be out of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
45-yard line.
So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now again, right side. Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
That's good.
Bit of a surprise that ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson airing it out for Olsen. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg Olsen, 32 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
For Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action now. Jackson. He's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Snead's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And that's good for us.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. But finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the 1st down. Now the Seahawks. It's just their go set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. It's blocking. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to ball. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Line to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And right now, just absolute anguish on that visiting sideline.
It came down to one kick, a chance to steal one on the road, but you could feel the pressure, couldn't you? And the pressure enveloped him on that one. Forced a missed kick.
And the crowd went wild. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score, Ravens 22.
A great come-from-behind victory.